Good afternoon, gamers, and welcome to GameStar Radio. We are here for the grand final. It is, of course, for the Gigabyte Esports Championship, and it will be between Binkbringers, aka KG, and I am. The two big boys of the competition are going to go at it head-to-head right now, and bring you the lineups for I am. Of course, we do have Lock, Dushu, it's Death Dog, Plague, and Ouch, and for KG, the Crazy Boys and Keith and Carl, Pads, ZT Rider, and K-Strife. The boys from KG have won the first two rounds. My name's TCB, and joining me is the wonderful Ice of Flames. How do you think this one's going to go down?
I think Immunity are on a hot roll after defeating Sequential earlier, so they should be on a roll to take out the Institution / KG here. It's really looking good, but at the moment, like you said, they are 2 rounds down, and KG are off to a good start taking out that pistol and then the following one, so it looks like Immunity actually are on a deco. But anything can happen. It's still early days, TCB.
Indeed it is. We're following K-Strife right now on 77 HP, and they're just going to be playing this one slowly but surely 2-0, so they do have all of the advantage. I am still on a deco. I do believe they all have deagles. I'm following Death Dog right now, who's on 50 HP as ZT Rider takes down the Lock. They're taking B right now. Ouch drops down over at Diggity. One goes into Pit, and that bomb should go down any time right now, and it does indeed. Playsky and Death Dog are going to be the last two players to try and rotate here. What can they do? They're coming in from different angles. ZT Rider's going to take down Plague, push down through Library, and bang, Crazy Car will finish off Death Dog with the MP5, and I think I am just wanted to get those rounds over and done with. It is 3-0 on the scoreboard. Thanks to Gigabyte, we've had a great competition. It's been full of upsets, but we are down finally to the grand final, and this is what we love to see. The two best teams of the competition from online qualifiers 1 and 2 respectively. I believe I am played in the second and Binkbringers played in the first. They've come together, and the Institution, I mean.
No worries, they have had a big game, a brand new team coming together now, actually up against Immunity in the finals with Sequential, a very close 3rd or 4th. It's actually playing out simultaneously with this match, so congratulations to Sequential and Frey alike for equaling there up at the podium position, and then 4th after that. They're battling it out for the 3rd place at the moment, and yeah, this will be one hell of a game no matter what, no matter how it ends. It'll be brilliant because we do have, like you said, the top 2 teams from the competition fighting it out here on Inferno. So yeah, it will be a best of 3. This is the first map, and we have just started. So yeah, good luck to both of them. It's really just kicking off. It's brilliant stuff here. KG getting the first 2 entry frags into the B side here, and then Ouch picking up 1 in the ZT Rider over at mid before they loop around there. Crazy Keith having to grab that bomb after ZT Rider dropped it at mid, trying to get a carpet plant down as the IM boys rotate. Ouch losing a lot of health, but on the rotate there, Keith doesn't even afraid, gets the headshot even though he was on low. Pads answering on a Plague over there, and it looks like it's just Lock in a 1v3 at the moment. He's got him everywhere, takes down 1, but Keith answering onto him with that. That's going to be 4-0 in favour of KG. The Institution firing up.
They are indeed, and it's all about the Institution here. My apologies, I've just had Binkbringers on the brain constantly. You know, they slipped me their money so I could call their strats out and secretly jump in their mumble. So, you know, Binkbringers have been a big part of my life right now. I'm sad to see them go. Playing out, though, for the 3rd and 4th place. We'll see how that match goes and hopefully bring you the results by the end of this one. I'd love to see a best of 3. Well, of course, it's best of 3. I'd love to see it go to 3 maps right now. And, well, you never know if the one and only Institution boys, they get off to a good start, which they have right now, and they can take out their first map. Then I think I am going to take the second. They'll be able to pick that one, and if they can't pick it up on CT, which they're not looking to right now, being 4-0 down and back on an eco, it's going to be all about the Institution members and whether they can bring it back and take it out in 2. I don't think it's going to happen though. Immunity, the quality team, I would say I would rank them probably 2nd best in Australia outside of Archaic, outside of Sequential and Archaic coming a very close 3rd, but they are being pushed right here, just like SQL got pushed by the Institution in the group stages, ended up losing the first map to them. It's Deathdog who takes down Pads, and the flashes come straight out through mid right now. We do have a 2v3 situation. It's Lock and Deathdog, and it's Deathdog on 4 HP. The bomb will push up though into the A bomb site, and they have made their way in there. Lock can hear all of the footsteps around, and he's just waiting for Deathdog to rotate, or maybe they haven't heard them. I see a lot of walking, and I'm really not sure why Lock hasn't called out to his team that the rest of the players are in A. The bomb will go down, and he's going to wait there for Deathdog to come and push through. The bomb is obviously over at A, so Deathdog going to B. I think they might just be saving here, even though Lock only has a deagle, looking for those exit frags, pick up a gun, and then run away to CT spawn.
That's right, he's after that for exit frag. There are a couple of them on low health there. Keith on very low. He's actually hiding back aside at the moment on 29 health. Trying to grab that frag would be an easy one for Lock. He's actually pushed out a con at the moment. He is over at the coils, but he gets dropped by Keith. No worries there. Missing those deagle shots. Unfortunate for him. But it looks like Deathdog will easily hold on to this AK and save it. And that'll be a big help to their money at the moment, because they are down 5-0 and most likely lacking in the money department.
Well, we're going to see them eco maybe once or twice more before they do buy up. I do see a few smokes left, right, and center, but of course, if they do lose this one, it's going to be back to the drawing board for them. The CTs are going to, you know, absolutely rickroll, you would have to think, and I'm expecting some big things from them. They bought up orbs here, especially Plagueski, who's going to be orping down A. Carl's walked right past it and didn't pick his line correctly, going to retreat and throws the nade back down. Carl just misses it. He runs straight through, locks over at Lemon. Plague's looking the wrong way, and Carl might just take him out here. No, saved by his teammate in Lockets. Deathdog onto K-Stripe. Pads will take down the Deathdog, and a bit of a split and pick here. The bomb has gone down over at B right now. There is still one player in the side, and Plague, a lovely shot into pit there. He's going to take down the Pads. The AKs and M4s are coming out, but it's all about IM right now. They do have a 2v1 situation. ZT Rider 7 for 3 in 5 rounds, taking down 7 kills, especially on T side. Inferno, one to be admired, and I'm watching him right now, just sitting in the smoke, and I think he's having the same problem I am in figuring out where the actual bomb is. Ice, Lock and Plague are going to surround him with 40 seconds left. He's going to have to find it somewhat quickly, and I think it might just be dropped in an unrecoverable location, as Plague will take him down. That's going to be the round. Immunity doing extremely well there to pick up that one. They pick up their first, and maybe their ball has just gotten rolling. A bit slow start to Immunity in this grand final, but you know, it is best of 3, and slow and steady wins the race.
Indeed, it does, but I'm not sure what exactly happened with that bomb there. We did see one on a different map earlier on not sure what map, I can't remember, where the bomb was dropped in a similar location like that, where it was unretrievable. So it's not overly uncommon, but really just bad luck for the terrorists in that kind of scenario. So they are going to split up at the moment, looking for those frags, but it looks like Immunity are doing the same, holding very standard, just all over the map, splitting up. They've actually rotated one over at the moment, so they do have 4 at B, and it looks like that is the right place to be, as they have KG members all over the place. They have 4, looking like they are heading up mid at the moment, getting flashed. The bomb actually on his own. ZT Rider trying to take it jungle solo, but he's going to get a lot of resistance from Ouch and the others over there. So it looks like he will get taken down by Ouch, as Pads tries to back him up, taking Ouch down. They will need to grab that bomb. It looks like they are rotating back, so they are on their way down mid at the moment, and Lock knows nothing about it, but they are waiting back. Here he is. Lock grabs one, and Pads onto one as well to trade off there. Deathdog grabbing one, and K-Strife onto one. Very good trades here. KG not being daunted by that first round Immunity got, keeping their momentum rolling, and really just that round that Immunity did get is going to ruin that charity money for them.
Well, we hope it kicks in sooner rather than later for Immunity. Picking up the first round, though, they've definitely started their journey, and you know, as we do say, they bought up. They're on the deco right now. KG or the institutions should be able to take this one down, but Immunity, I know they do have a few massive deagles. Ouch, Locked, they can all pull it out. Deathdog, more of the rifler. I think he's going to stay, and indeed he will be ninjaing B, just holding the fort down there, or so you would say, especially when the KG KG boys looking to push there. Oh, he's alongside Dushu right now. It is Laris who's coming down through mid, and he spots Crazy Keith, and oh, a lovely shot indeed there by Crazy Keith to take him down over at jungle, but Locke's going to push through from behind and finish him off. That's a 1B, and the Deagle, that is all that is required. The gun is picked up, the AK is picked up, and IM might just win this one. They've gotten a little bit of a tit for tat, but Pads boosts up through window. He comes down, and he didn't even need to open the gate as he takes down the Plague Ski. Locke's going hunting for the frag, picks up the AK of the fallen teammate, of the fallen enemy, you might like to say, in the institution. It's looking the complete wrong way. There is one coming up from the back of Nana, and Locke should be able to take him down as ZT Rider pushes into sight, takes down Ouch. All of the action's going to be down at Nana right now. Can Dushu and Locke get this frag? It is indeed the Locke who takes down Pads. Not before Pads can take down Dushu though, so the bomb has gone down over at the A bomb site. Locke, the last player left. Will he look for the entry frags or go for the glory? There is a 3v1 situation for him to try and conquer, and I think it just might be the former, as he will run away 6-1 right now. That's going to make it 7-1, and Locke preserving his 8 for 6 kills right now, definitely leading our CT side. Not the server. Pads 11 for 6 will be the player that betters him in that respect, Ice, and I think K-Strife is going to look for this one. Locke takes him down as he looked the wrong way, and a little bit of a mini victory there for IM. They're still down 6 rounds though, and the institution, they are a surprise package and a half.
Indeed they are. They're doing amazing things this LAN. This is the first competition they've played officially as a team, and a lot of people expected them to do similar things to Archaic, as they have 3 ex-members of Archaic in their lineup currently. But it's been a stunner of a match that they've come in. First round in, they demolished Sequential, more or less the first team ranked in Australian Source at the moment. And then they're proceeding to really give Immunity a run for their money by the looks of it in the grand final currently. So definitely not a team to ride out, definitely a team to look for in the future. And an up-and-comer, if nothing else. This is a team full of CVP players who are really keen to do their best. So at the moment, Immunity are looking like they're doing up in this round. Deathdog grabbing 2 early frags there and then baiting one over that Dushu can easily grab. But then Dushu gets taken down by Keith. Keith onto Ouch as well. Doing some nice frags up mid on his way down, but he does fall back, leaving that bomb near Boiler. Now, I don't know if Plague's going to be able to spot that. He will actually spot that, and he'll be able to keep an eye on that thing. But they are going to have a little bit of a problem trying to get crossfire at mid there. Shot. Keith, though, no, Carl onto him, and then gets dropped down by Deathdog. Indeed, bad luck for him. But that's gonna make it a 1v2 now. It's Locke and Deathdog onto Keith, and they do take him down. Deathdog takes him down. That was 3 for Deathdog that round. Now it's the second round Immunity got. Maybe they are off to an alright start here, Tom.
Yeah, that wasn't really too much that Deathdog could do. He was over at Carps and he couldn't really run down and open the gate and try and pick the bomb up, so we had to try and rotate behind and come out the normal exit that you would normally expect for the T side to push down into Carps. And unfortunately, there were players waiting for him there, and a lovely round indeed for IM. Pads on following right now in the flashes and smokes. There's plenty of nades that come up through mid, and it looks like KG are looking to attack them right now too, making a lot of noise over in Carps. Pads being one of them who's going to run straight out right now. And will Deathdog get taken down? He does indeed. K-Strife is going to finish off 2. Lovely work onto Dushu and Deathdog, and that just might win them the round. Plagueski can finish off 1. Ouch sitting in sight. K-Strife finishes him off. K-Strife with 3 this round as the bomb goes down. He's looking for the final 2. It's Plague and Locke, 173 HP, and a quick and easy round here for KG. You would have to think 2v4. I am playing it cautious. Better to be safe than sorry, you'd have to say, Ice. Locke sitting on 9-6. Plague 3 for 8, and they both did buy up, but a lovely push through Carps and mid split. They pushed into Diggity, and just great, impeccable timing there from the T's. Got the bomb down very quickly indeed, which is what you like to see. Had all of the cover fire, and Plague was over at, I think it was over at Jungle. There wasn't really too much he could do. Locke and Plague going to take down 2, but ZT Rider will finish them off both, so saving the guns did come to no avail. The bomb does explode though, and I do believe KG only had 2 members left alive there. Great round, well played by KG, and this is really a team, you would expect these sort of struts and expect this sort of coordination from a team that has been playing for months, if not years, not somebody that was just formed purely for the Gigabyte comp.
Indeed, they're a brand new team. Like I said, first competition they're playing in, and they are doing amazing things to the community at the moment. I am actually out of strats. I haven't seen them run this, and I have watched an Inferno match of them. They are trying to run a new eco strat by the looks of it, so maybe they are trying to surprise KG in the end. Knew they'd make it to the finals and save stuff like this for it. They are doing pretty well. They have gotten 2 picks early and only given away 1 to them on their eco, so they're off to a good start. If they can flog those guns and maybe fall back a little bit and get some solid holds, they might do better. But Keith and Pads, as I say that, take down 2 of them and then throw the balance back in KG's favour. I don't think they have any guns. It'll be Lock and Ouch now. Ouch definitely with the USP. Lock as well over at B now, trying to hold back, nice and passive. Not going to end up working for him. KG look like they are actually coming up mid. They might meet Lock in carpets. Not sure if he's going to be able to get a frag here. If they can make a nice crossfire, it will be nice. Keith onto Lock, and they did spot Ouch at Boiler, and he is on quite low health. I don't know if he's going to be able to get a frag. He won't be able to get a frag. Pad's taking him down on the way down. So that is 9-2 in favour of KG, the institution, in this first map in the best of 3 grand final for the Gigabyte Esports Championship.
Exactly right there, Clyde, and you might have just seen me hit tab to check out Pads' score, 13 for 7, pretty much match after match. I think most people would agree Pads has been the leading fragger. He denies it himself, being very humble about it, but I don't think the institution would have done as well as they have without the archaic member and the experience that comes from having Pads in your team. Right now, I am playing very aggressive carpets. Dushu's come down through CT carps, and it's K-Strife who manages to grab the frag, ran all the way down. You would normally see somebody go into bedroom, but pushed down regardless. The M4 has also been dropped there, so K-Strife just checking bedroom, flashes in, and there's not going to be any CTs inside. Meanwhile, Keith looking to flash over into Diggity. This means, it looks to me as if it's going to be a B push right now, still setting up in second mid. ZT Ryder does have the bomb, he's on very low HP. Ouch, Lock's coming down from behind, and he will manage to take out Carl, but Carl onto Ouch. Ouch took down Keith, so a little bit of a tit for tat right now. It's frag by frag. We've got a 2v3, but KG are very low on HP. Plague's going to drop down right now. K-Strife will finish him off as he pushes through Diggity. They've gotten the pit on lockdown, but the big question is, can they get the B bomb sighted? And they don't even need to attempt to plant the bomb, because Lock did a little bit of a premature push there. Didn't wait for the bomb to be planted. He looked to catch them off guard, and they were all waiting there, all 3 of them watching the exact same Diggity line, and it was in the end only one player that could get the frag. Lovely headshots come out from a KG, and they're going to take it 10-2. So what's happened to them? They must have just been startled by the absolute brilliance of the strats coming out from the institution here.
I think Immunity are really styled to Sequential's form of play, because they just finished a best of 3 that ran really long into the matches with them that got them into this grand final. And I think Sequential are really operating on a lot of the objectives. They push them into the site, they try and get early plants, then they try and contain the bomb site, all of that stuff. KG use that objective to frag. They push them into a location where if they didn't go to the bomb site, they would have lost because of the objective, but it's really a worst case scenario for them. They'd rather push their enemy into scenarios where they can easily get the frags, and then when they run out of members, it doesn't matter. You don't need to plant the bomb because they're already dead. So that kind of strat is always good, and I think a lot of people overthink it. A lot of people overthink the strats, and they think on the CT eco the T's have to plant. They don't. They often just look for those kills because they're worried about planting and making the timer for them. So it's really good gameplay that's going on at the moment. A lot of eco rounds are going out for IM, and a lot of saves as well. We actually have Death Dog alone at the moment in a 1v4 trying to save at T-spawn. Lonely boy, unlucky for him. I think this is the 2nd or 3rd time Immunity have saved a gun this half, but they are required to because they are down 8 rounds, which means they are out of money almost entirely, especially in comparison to KG's cash, which would be extremely high considering they haven't got a whole lot of deaths with their frags as well.
Yeah, Death Dog, he's not going to be happy about saving constantly. He's on 29 HP. You know it's the right thing to do. It's the team thing to do, but he's going to be frustrated right now. I can see him, and the look on his face definitely is not one that you would like to see in a dark alley in Sydney where Death Dog does reside. But you need to do the team thing. It's a 3v1 right now, and IM, they're just losing round after round. They need to save, as you did say, 2 or 3 times in a round, and it can really take its toll. I'm I'm sure, you know, playing at a professional level, the last thing you want to do is try and save and get these exit picks, and Deathdog didn't even go for them. He ran away and just made sure that he didn't die. So, yeah, doing that 3 times in a row, or, you know, 3 times in one half even, can you know, really take a toll on you, and just the pressure keeps building for them, and I think their gameplay is going to suffer from it. So we really need to see them going for some big clutches, and just one round. All they need is one big round, maybe a 3v1 or a 4v1 or a 3v2 even, to bring them out of the pit that they seem to be in. Locks at Gen right now, and he takes down one before Carl's going to finish him off. Pads just checking Con, and Plague rotated very quickly through theirs. There's another one, and Pads will take down Dushu, Ouch, and Deathdog are the last 2 players left here, and they do have 3 players to try and deal with. It's the institution. They don't like planting often. They look to bait out the frags. The bomb will go down this round right though. It's Ouch pushing through CT. He's going to take down Crazy Keith at the back of the site. There's still one in smoke, so checking back in our dark spot spots Carl, and yeah, Ouch will get outplayed there by Carl, or out-aimed, I guess you would like to say. There was Pads also in the mix, so I don't think that I am really had a chance in clutching that one, except if, you know, a few of the boys could pull out some massive shots, but it's not to be. They're throwing a few AKs in the fountain right now, just making sure the Hon players need to respawn, and, you know, can grab them very quickly indeed. Pads is grabbing his flash out. Will go into the knife, and they're picking up ZT Rider with the bomb, but Deathdog a big deagle, a deco here, and he pushes straight down mid. He's going to take down Keith, and I'm sure Keith isn't going to be too happy about that one. ZT Rider, always a solid player, will take down Laris. Pads has spotted one over at window, and he's back down to just holding in that exact area, waiting for the IM boys to push. They're going to have to play it anti-eco here.
They are indeed. We're having a lot of interesting play going on here. That single deagle push by IM mid, not sure if it was actually coordinated on purpose, but Deathdog picked it up beautifully. That was what they were after. They're actually continuing with that kind of play this round. Dushu grabbing 1 or 2 there, then getting answered onto by Pads, getting mopped up with Ouch. So it is going to be a 1v2. It's Locke versus Pads and Carl here, but they are in a little bit of low health. That's unfortunate that Locke got taken down there, so that will be 13-2 for this half. And we would like to see a little bit of a comeback, maybe even a closer game, but it really is looking like Institution's match so far.
I have played 4 games before this, and I think 2 of them, including this, if you'd like, 3 out of 5 have been 13-2 first halves. Whether 4 are against them, I'm not too sure. It's usually 4, but the tables have turned right now. They've got a lot of work to do here, especially coming into the T half, and the pistol is definitely the major round for them to try and take out. If they can't take it, then, you know, they're going to have to deco one, or full eco once, and then force buy in the second round, and by then I do believe KG are already going to be up to 14-3, and yeah, it's a long climb from there, and I guess long really doesn't say it. We've seen a lot of upsets, but we can't shy away from the fact that a really well played T half there from KG totally outplayed IM. They were able to push them and get the early picks. They were able to, fake the bomb sites and cause the IM boys to rotate, and B really worked well for them, except in the 1v1 situations, or when it comes down to very close numbers. They would hit A, get the bomb down, and really just shutting down the rotations there from IM. Let's hope they can take some of the lessons they've learnt in this CT half, bring it over to the T, and we won't see an absolute demolishing from the institution.
Indeed, we do hope for that. So really, it'd be nice if we did have a little bit of a level of scoreline, but it's I don't think it is to be. Like you said, I am going to need to win the pistol and then pick up a lot of momentum economically to really pull this out. So it is unfortunate, but like you said, best of 3 as well. So we are looking forward to future matches. Even if this does end in KG's favour, IM can still bring it back in the second and third maps.
Who do you think was the man of the match for the first half? Man of the half, I might like to say, for the first map. I'm really not sure how you would acronym that, Ice, but I'm sure we'd figure out a way in the end. There were a few massive frags and a few good clutches there, but really the Crazy Boys did turn it on for KG.
I agree fully. If not the Crazy Boys holding their site there, it would have been Pads for me, I'd say.
Yeah, Pads. He doesn't only bring the frags, but he also does bring the massive clue that comes with the game. And I'm not too sure whether he's his caller or not. But if he's calling, he's going to be using some of archaic strats or maybe modified just a little bit. And that's, you know, they're the top 4 in Australasia. It doesn't get much better than that. Playing with one member of them and having the experience of them being on your team. So I'm really not sure what's going on with halftime at the moment. But I think we might just take a little bit of a break. Ice, are you up for that? As KG just look to fix their computers?
Indeed, it looks like that is the way to go. They are just organising stuff. Maybe I've done a little bit of a half-time strat break, which is never a bad thing. So yeah, good luck to them in the second half. Good luck to Immunity as well. But this game is far from over, as it is best of 3 and anything can happen, TCB. No, that thing was moving.
Oh yeah, we've got that.
That was moving. So
yeah, we've got that anyway. Yeah. Wait, are they starting? Yeah, they're starting.
Yeah, it is. It's live.
Yeah, I know. Welcome back to GameStar Radio. My name is, of course, TCB. We are here in the second half. We'll see whether the boys from IM can come back and bring it out.
That would be nice to see them do that. Comebacks are always great, and underdogs are always great. And it's looking like they are the underdogs maybe in this competition at the moment. They could have a good game ahead of them. IM at the low point at the moment, but like you said, could bring it back. There's always the second map, there's always the third map, and there is a lot to be had here. KG going up against them in the second half of this first map on Inferno. We have KG on CT and IM on Ts. They are splitting up for their T. The T-pistol, I do like that. I'm not a big fan of the hard rushes on Inferno with the T-pistol. Looks like that split up might work for them. They are on their way into the side at the moment. There is only one guy at A there. If they can get that entry pick, which they can, Deathdog with that entry pick of the Glock is going to give them free reign into the site. And I do like their strategies to be based around their objectives. So they are going to get a quick and early plant there. I think that was before the 1 minute mark. Always a bonus. That's going to force those KG boys to rotate over. Looks like they've got a good hold on this site. Deathdog with another one. Dushu grabbing another Glock kill there. They do have a Deagler in Ouch, but Deathdog with his newfound USP off a corpse is going to be the one fragging with it. Pads takes him down, but Ouch with his Deagle finally gets that final kill. That'll be the first round going out. I am 1-0 in the second half. Overall score is currently 13-3, so they've got a long road ahead of them, TCB.
3 rounds away are the CTs, and I'm really not sure if they're going to be able to take out this round, if not the next. It's IM off to a great start. You know, you need to save for your M4s, which cost a little bit more than the AKs, as you do know, Ice. And sure, so we should see the IM boys, if, you know, they play their strat correctly and you know, they don't fall victim to the anti-eco right now and pick the right bomb site to try and rush and get that bomb down. We should see them take the next 2 rounds, but a straight rush right down Nana. And it's Keith can grab one. Ouch is already in mid-place. He's going to take down Crazy Keith. Finally, that man has been dropped. ZT Rider is going to peek down mid right now. And who's going to stop? He's going to spot one of the players and will bink him down. I do believe it was Deathdog, who's on 80 HP right now. I thought he might have done a little bit more damage than that, but it's not to be. And the MP5s are just too strong for the USPs here. The Institution, not off to the best start. They're not off to a great start on CT, but, you know, you can really afford that, especially when you have a score like 12-3 into the first half. So we are 12-4. The bomb has gone down, and IM should be able to wrap this one up. The gun's going to be thrown around and changed here. Plague will pick up the MP5 to play in Graveyard, and Dushu sitting in sight right now with the AK. He'll be watching Carps, and we'll see whether the KG boys are going to try and take this bomb site. It's Carl going for the entry, going for the exit frags. He takes down 2. Ouch, and of course the one and only Deathdog. K-Strife onto Plague. There's actually only one person left. The bomb's gone all the way over at B, and K-Shot's going to run away. Dushu should be able to take him down. Indeed, he does, and a bit of a comedy of errors here, you might like to say. Nobody was near the bomb site, and I'm sure if a CT was there, he could have easily ninja defused it, but great play regardless by IM to be able to get the picks. They didn't fall victim to the straight rush down Nana. You know, one pick was gotten, but that was it, and they really stopped, I guess, the trickle of blood falling from their veins. IM will pick it up 2-0, and they will move their score to 4.
Indeed, they are heading to the right path at the moment. They do need to keep trying. They do need to get some momentum, both economically and emotionally. So they are doing the best they can. Off to 2-0 at the start of this second half. They do have their AKs and they are trying to keep a distance here. But Keith with his phenomenal shot down Nana. That's going to take down Ouch and the Bomber. So they would have seen that on radar and they know where it is now. Now, playing it very smart, they're just going to fall back there, be very anti-aggressive with it. He actually left on very low health over at Nana there. He's actually just at 3, Keith. So that's an easy pick for them if they were to eventually hit A. But it looks like there's more than that. There's multiple players on the CT team that have been binked down quite low. We have K-Strife on 2 health over at B. Keith on 3 at A. Really, the Immunity boys have something set up for them where if they play it right, they could easily get these frags in the right order. That said, they have left the bomb at bottom of Nana, so they aren't very certain of what they're doing with their strat yet. I imagine it'll have a lot to do with where their first pick is, but at the moment they can't be too confident because they don't know what the enemy's health is. All they know is that there are 5 of them alive and 3 of the Immunity boys.
Pads is sitting inside and he's going to take down one here as Death Dog pushes in. He'll grab a frag, but ZT Rider too sharp with the MP5. And even if IM had AKs, KG are going to bring their first round back. A nice little force buy there for the CTs. And that's going to bring their score to 14. So 2 rounds away. We're currently at 14-4 on the Gigabyte scoreboard. Counter-terrorists are up. Of course, the institution doing amazingly well to bring it 13-2 on T side. I'm really not sure how they did it against IM. It just all fell into place for them. You did say IM, they just weren't feeling the struts. I guess playing a little bit too much against SQL and thinking about them too much. They did it in what was pretty comfortable in the end. It was 2 maps. They were very close to maps, but they didn't need to do it in 3, so they're still going to be fresh without being tired. And the KG boys, they've had a while to rest and relax, but they haven't been playing as long. So, you know, it's a little bit of a toss-up here on who's going to be able to get the frags and get the aim up sharp, and we're seeing some great shots regardless of whether the situation is in favor or against them in terms of playing time. It's Pads who takes down Ouch with the lovely deagle early on to begin with, and Plagueski will take down the Carl as the boys push into A right now from IM. That bomb is going to go down. They've got 3 players left to try and deal with. Keith is still over at Truck, and Plagueski's going to push down to the back of Con, he's back to construction, and will move his way back to Garden right now. Gushu is AWPing that exact line, so they're feeling the push coming out from the CT spawn, and I don't believe that is necessarily the case as Pads takes down Laris. That's the Death Dog. He's dropped down for the round and will play no further part over at Banana Logs. So pretty much a full frontal attack here, but the bomb's gone down, and I do believe the IM boys know that CTs are saving right now, 3-1. They've got rounds to play with, and really what their number one priority is making sure IM don't get too much of a momentum. They don't get the picks and save as many guns as possible so we can take this one out slowly but surely.
True that. They are really trying to attack their strategy rather than their money. If they were going for the money, I think they would have tried to hunt those guns out a little bit once the bomb ticked down a little bit lower. But they are indeed just trying to keep their strats going. If they stay at this slow and steady pace, like you said, with a 13-2 half going, they could easily just eventually make it. They are currently at 14, so like you said, 1 more to tie it up at a guaranteed overtime, and then 1 after that, and it'll be all over. So we're looking for 2 more rounds from them over all of it. And there is action all around the map here. K-Strife taking down 1 up in carpets from the grave, and there's been an AWP pick at Nana before the CTs fell back. So we are going to see a lot going on here. IM once again dropping that bomb back down the bottom of mid, bottom of Nana, and then taking it when they know what site they're hitting. Trying not to get it caught out in the middle of nowhere, not dropped in the middle of mid and such. So they are at the moment looking like they are going to hit A. Ouch has picked it up, regrouping up with Lock here, and then Death Dog will be taking up the rear just after that. So KG, they have 2 at the site here, 1 either side, 1 CT, 1 pond. They are going to need to get these picks if they want to get in there. They do get picked by Carl though. Carl with that AWP is very sharp in dropping it. And Keith taking 1. It's these crazy brothers holding the A side. Have been done great today. Death Dog taking out both of them though. And then finally dropping to ZT Rider and CT Spawn before he can even pick up that bomb. So that's going to be 15-5. And it is 1 more round for these KG Institution boys before it is all over for the first map TCB.
I'm not really sure what the story behind KG is, but it must be bringing them good luck ever since they popped the tag on from the institution, just winning match after match. And I don't want to jinx them here, but it's 15. Obviously, the T's have only been, they've only picked up 5 rounds for the entire match, so 15-5 is an absolute demolishing no matter who's playing, especially if you're playing against arguably the second best in Australia behind Sequentially. Didn't end up making it to the finals, having a bit of a bad day as we normally do. Regardless, institution, that I think they might just stick around and might form a team here, because definitely they have some chemistry. We can see that. I'm not sure what Pads is going to do with Archaic. I think that might just be his home, but the rest of the 4, I don't believe that that they're really committed to a team as much as Pads is. K-Strife's going to take down Dushu. He's currently sitting in sight or just outside of sight over at corner, and will take down one at Carps. He watches that, and the flash just doesn't go straight through the slot as you would expect it to, as Pads takes down Ouch. They've got a 5v3 right now. They need to try and clutch this one back. We're watching them right now. The bomb is with Plagues here. It's a 4v2, and 2 for 4 is his kills. Lock yet to get a frag. He's looking to work on B right now. There's one in Archers, and bang, Plague straight through the smoke is going to take down Crazy Keith. And those are the shots that you need to try and make, especially when you're clutching this. It's up to Plague if he can't take out these last 2 players or get the bomb down and explode with 20 seconds left. It will be GG for them, and the first map will go in favor of KG. It's CT Rider and K-Strife. I'm sure both of them are very comfortable right now. 7 seconds left. Need to get this bomb down. Plague's only on 6 HP, and he's looking to try and get the final few frags. CT Raider grabs it, and that will be a GG, or GM you might like to say, as it's only 1 map out of a possible 3, and I think I am going to be able to bring this one back towards the end. They might have just thrown that map away. They got a little bit, they strung a little bit of momentum together a few rounds in a row, but really 12-3, there's not, you're going to exert a lot of energy trying to come back from that one, Ice, and it's better just to give it up and push forward to one of your stronger maps. I think we're going to see a Dust 2 here.
Very true. I think Immunity really should try and pick their strong map, because I believe it is their pick as the loser of the first map. So they will be able to pick a map that is possibly more favourable to them, not KG's favourite, clearly, but they could actually do really well here. If they pick their map and that's what really made them lose this one, they could win that one, and then it really comes down to a third map, and that's as close as it can get. So we'll have to see how it goes from here. Looks like they might just decide to do that. We'll come back to you shortly with that second matchup. Be sure to keep content on all of this. Keep an eye on the content of all of this competition. It is the Gigabyte Esports Championship, and it is hosted at Respawn in Melbourne. One hell of an event. You should have been here.